I had no idea.
Brand new information.
I know, right? I didn't think. I mean, that's how it works in the southern hemisphere. I should have,
Alright.
It
led
doesn't work
with
that
that.
way in the northern hemisphere.
No, you know how the
I-
toilets, flow a different direction.
I
Up
thought
in
was
the
only in
northern
Does
Australia.
hemisphere.
it flow up?
Well, no, it's counterclockwise.
Oh, I was like, well, if it flows up over there, like I don't
And
know.
that's how it works for everything.
You
I
just
thought
scoop
the
it out.
dogs
Everything's
laid
opposite.
eggs, and I learned something today.
Yeah, well,
I learned something today.
the more you know.
So when's your dog's hatching? Any day now.
It could happen any day. The fur is starting to shed off the egg. That means it's going to come out soon.
Furry egg?
That's
Well,
weird.
yeah, it's just like in Mandalorian, that furry woolly rhino.
That's the disgusting egg.
And that's like my favorite scene in that show.
favorite
Season one.
scene.
Coolest.
Yeah, where they're like where they're all excited and then they
they're
just
like-
break it open and start slopping it in their mouths. It's like
Like no
this is so
spoons or
disgusting.
anything, just their hands.
Oh, they're just
You're-
little handing it up.
Their
Your
little
expect-
nasty hands.
Your expectations of what is good entertainment kind of concern me.
Okay, maybe I'm just playing fast and loose with the word favorite, but
Yeah, I
I thought the
suppose.
it was
Pixar
a
thing
funny
would have given it away.
moment. Yeah. Oh,
That scene kind of reminds me of like the goopiness of the movie Fly with Jeff Goldblum. Do you remember that movie?
I've
How
seen the
gross-
transformation towards the end.
so long ago.
Ugh,
Yeah, it's pretty
man.
gross.
Talk about
from what I
just
remember.
like ruining your childhood, having
Yeah,
nightmares. That
definitely.
scene alone.
That's why I didn't watch it in my childhood.
I don't think I got past the transformation. I stopped watching.
Yeah.
Does
Yep.
that movie still hold up?
I
Probably
don't think so.
I
but
would.
I don't know.
The only thing that holds up about it is Jeff Goldblum.
So
Is he Jeff
you,
Goldblum?
You
in-
joiners, hey, you listening to us talk about nothing. This is improv. This is improv number 13s,
15s,
for 15 thirds.
55.
Yes.
55.
It was Patrick's idea. So Patrick, you go ahead and introduce us. Thank you.
Yes. My name is Patrick Novosel. To my left is Marc Boucher.
No,
Right
it's actually Ronnie. It's to your left.
right below me is Ronnie Johantis, and caddy corner to me is Lucas Ham Swisher.
Why isn't it doggy cornered? Why is it
Uh,
caddy cornered?
So I don't know, Mark.
Here's-
I'm gonna need you to fact check this.
So here's the strange thing. Like, I only ever heard catty corner once I came down to the south.
Oh, it's
We-
a southern thing.
I don't know if it's a southern thing.
Even though Patrick lives in
Like,
Ohio,
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
no,
I don't know.
Yeah, I
south
don't
of
think so.
Canada.
We always called it kitty corner.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Kitty corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
New Englanders are weird. Kitty
Yeah, we
cornered,
are. I mean, that's not
puppy cornered.
up for
Oh, it's
discussion.
puppy cornered.
Although the word has nothing to do with cats or kittens. I was like, well, so why is it?
Why are
It's
we
called
talking about this
caddy or kitty corner. Kitty corner. That sounds
Yeah.
like
I've
a-
literally never heard somebody say kitty corner. Ever.
Never.
Well, you
I did
have
not know.
today.
I did not know that was a thing.
I'm gonna
don't
try
know.
to push the phrase puppy cornered, just to see what happens.
Yeah, doggy cornered sounds a little too.
That's
Risque.
us. Ooh,
No.
after hours.
Let's steer away from the skid.
Late
So,
night podcast.
oh, here
Go
we
back
go.
to
Here we
puppy
go.
cornered. Puppy cornered.
The
Innocent.
term caddy corner has nothing to do with cats. Instead, it stems from the expression cater corner, which is derived from quatre. I don't know if I said that right.
Oh, you're
The French
demolishing
word for four.
that. Where's Chris
I was
Canadian
gonna
Rock
say
when we need
somewhere
him?
Chris
Chris,
is like
He's like,
speak the
"Ugh."
word.
By the way,
It's pronounced gable.
He's
it's-
yelling at his iPod, whatever he's using, his listening device right now. He's screaming
It's
at you,
pronounced
Patrick.
quatre.
No,
No, it's
that's
not
it either.
That is not
Do
even
people
close.
still use iPods?
You're talking to the French Canadian heritage guy about.
Oh,
Poet
you have a
Francis.
festival? You're gonna lead a festival
Quatre.
next week?
This guy's from Jersey.
I tell you what, it's definitely not as quatre.
It's close.
Oh wow, this is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
We
So
should
what?
do a
So
language
in,
episode.
I guess in Mark, when you're videoing us, did I introduce us correctly? Because
Not at all, but
Not even, not even close.
Oh man. So
Good
who is-
effort, though.
Where am I? Am I in the bottom?
you are in the. If you're looking at the screen, top
Mhm.
right.
I'm in the top right. That's where I am.
That's
That's
where
on my
I
screen.
am on my screen.
Yeah, and I am bottom right. Lucas is top left, and
Gotcha.
Ronnie is bottom left.
Yeah. Thanks
Hold
for
on.
redoing my intro. Appreciate it.
Just merely an addendum. That's all.
Yeah. So what's going on?
What's going on?
Ronnie,
Oh,
what is going on in your neck of the woods that is obscure? Oh no, my
Oh,
light
well-
just turned off.
obscure. What just turned off?
After hours.
I had to tell Alexa
Well,
to turn it back on.
I think the only thing obscure is I went to the Reds game on Saturday. It was my first game this year, actually.
Oh,
they
really?
won, right?
Yeah, they did. They did win.
Yep.
Then they won on Sunday, so the 4-game sweep. They are now. If the season ended today, we'd be in the playoffs.
That doesn't make any sense.
If only that's
if
how
the
it works.
season ended today, it never will. It never will end today.
Hey, man, there's something to be excited about there.
I know
One
that's
can
really
dream.
cool.
Except they do have the 3-game coming up with Milwaukee, and that's going to be important.
They need to win at least 2 of those 3.
They need to take 2 for sure.
Yeah.
For
If
sure.
if they come out and lose that series and that the only thing they have is the wild card, which I don't like because it's a play-in game. You
Yeah.
one game, you're in or you're out.
All
if you win the
marbles in the
division, then you get an actual series.
Mm.
So I'm hoping that they can actually. What are they? 7.5 games out.
basket.
out of
7.5
first
is a
place?
lot. There's only, what was that, 40 games left or something? I don't know.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Huge.
Yeah.
A lot of ground to catch up.
I don't know how many games they play
I
against.
mean,
the
if they
Brewers,
sweep
but-
them right here, though, I mean,
yeah, 4.5 games.
It looks a lot better.
Yeah, 4.5 games with a little over a month left. I think that's possible.
Mm.
It's exciting. It's exciting. No, the stadium was really fun. Like I said, I haven't been all year. I did not go to a game last year, and it was packed. It was a sold out crowd.
Oh,
So
really?
It was. Yeah, it was
Against
it
the
was just-
Marlins?
it was crazy. I guess it was just a Saturday thing, like
Was
late
it-
Saturday night game, 6:40 start.
Was there a bobblehead night or something?
No, they were giving away a pennant, actually, like one of those little.
I thought you were going to
little,
say they're giving away pins.
I don't
It's
even
like,
know
oh,
what those
free
are made
pin
out
night.
of. Just cloth.
Excited.
I actually got
That's
to the
kinda cool,
front
though.
when I walked in, and I was like, "Oh, they're giving away pennants," and I was like, "Awesome!" And I'm like,
You gotta
"No,
hold
I
this
don't,
for
I
the
don't,
rest of
I
the
don't want
game.
one of these. Like, I don't want
Do you-
this. What am I
do you
going to do with
think-
this?
Do you think non-baseball fans know what a pennant is?
I don't know that. I don't know actually.
Probably not.
That's the only time I feel like you hear pennant is in baseball.
Yeah, I would say so. It's a flag for those who don't know. A little cloth flag.
Maybe in the military, like they have like pennants, like
But they
for
call it pennant?
jackets and stuff. I don't know. I have
I
no
think those are
idea.
medals.
I mean, I don't think they're all medals.
The pennant of honor. The pennant
You ever
heart.
see,
Here,
you
we're
ever
going
see
to
like
give
one
you
of
the
those
pennant
dudes
heart
on TV
for your
that have, like-
service.
yeah, you ever see one of those dudes on TV have like 80 things on their jacket? You're like,
Oh, yeah, they're
there's
loaded.
no way they have 80 medals, right? I would think they would be like, I don't know.
Was it a Boy Scout badge club? Like, what is this?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Like this guy has ended a war by himself.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
that's
one
what it looks
man
like,
went
yeah.
in, took them all down.
You see
Chuck
those,
Norris
like,
just
lines?
puts on
Yeah,
nothing but metals. Like he has
Yeah.
a suit made out of metals.
They're
Chuck
all
Norris.
exactly.
Like, they're all like,
Yeah.
Bulletproof.
we're going to war, and it's done.
Oh, Chuck Norris
Yeah,
just
that's
entered. It's over.
No, the Reds game was really fun.
That's cool.
Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been to the stadium, and we ended up walking. You ever go to Knockback Nats, Patrick?
Yeah,
wing
some
place?
good wings. Yeah, the
Yeah,
good
we
wings.
went there after the game.
Mhm.
That place is pretty cool.
Those wings are like the size of your face.
They are awesome too. Like they are so good.
They're not wings. They're like, we don't know what kind of wings those are.
They're
Like
whole
eagle
chickens.
wings or something.
Yeah,
Like these are huge.
yeah.
What do they like remold them into chicken wings? It's like a whole chicken and then they just
It looks like a chicken breast and then just like a wing hanging out of it. Like it's
Yeah.
enormous.
It is awesome. And then the other thing that I did. I know what you guys are doing after this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no. Do we lose? Do we lose?
I started playing.
Oh.
Can you
What?
hear me?
Oh, yeah. You were.
Can you hear me right now?
You left us on a cliffhanger. You're like, you know what I've been doing, and then all
Oh.
of a sudden, no.
No, I started a new game today.
Yeah.
ooh.
And.
It was Hades.
Oh.
Yes. Are you serious?
Nice.
I was
It
so
is.
hoping you would start Hades.
It is. I did not put it in God mode yet.
Okay.
Look
Mhm.
at you
Um,
manning up already. You're like,
I think I did
not
about. I started out today after work at like 5, and I played basically up until we came up here. Did probably like 7 or 8 runs, I guess, maybe.
yeah, my man.
It is like it's a difficult game to figure everything out at first. Like I don't want to go into too much detail because I know you guys are going to talk about it after this, but
do not hold your hand.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, they don't give you anything really. Like, here you go.
Mm-mm.
This is
Figure
kind of what
it
the
out.
story is. Like, figure out what all the weapon upgrades and stuff are. Like, whatever it is. But I did beat the first boss.
Nice.
I did beat whatever her name is.
Meg.
Magira.
Meg. Yeah, that's right.
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg. One of my favorite scenes of all time is in the Star Wars Family Guy, the Family Guy Star Wars special, where the Meg's the big worm, and she's just like, I can't remember. She complained about something, and the Millennium Falcon comes back. It's like, shut up, Meg, and then zooms right back off.
Oh man, they rag on Meg so much. My favorite is actually from the Family Guy video game, where like his entire family gets like warped off into like another dimension, and he's like, they took Lois and they took Brian, they took Chris, and I want to say Russ.
Russ. But no, I won't go into too much detail about Hades. It is pretty fun though. I'll definitely keep playing it. The one thing I wish with the game is that you could play co-op.
Oh yeah.
That'd be madness. Those
Even if it was just like Enter the Gungeon, where you could have like the extra character, like couch co-op style. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be.
So
Agreed.
I feel like games like I don't know, like couch co-op is like just not really much of a thing like games come out with anymore. And like
Not
that's
as
my
much.
favorite part of gaming, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
It's so much more fun. Like Pat, you know, like when Chris comes over and you guys play games, like it's so much more fun playing games when somebody's sitting there right next to you playing the game. Like
giving high fives and all that stuff.
Yeah, that is like the ultimate fun.
Right.
So I mean online's okay. I'll probably get in some Rocket League later, but I haven't been in Rocket League for about a week now.
Mm.
When did you start playing
don't
Hades?
Slack off.
Today.
Today.
5
Just
o'clock.
First.
Yeah, right when I got off work
First.
today.
Okay.
Now.
Yep.
Nice.
just now.
Okay. Yeah, that's
great,
that
man.
is early. 7-8
So, yeah.
runs already. It's pretty solid.
It is. I mean, it is solid, but I mean, the first couple of runs weren't awesome, honestly.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I mean, you're figuring everything out. You need to like get all that darkness to upgrade all your gear and everything. It is a slow start, but once you get to a point like where I think
Starts clicking.
it starts clicking. You're like, oh, this is the way the enemies move, and this is what I need to do. And
Well,
this
I
is
went
how
to the I just got the spear, and
Yeah.
that was actually the weapon that I used to beat the first boss.
yeah.
I like the spear because I mean, it's got that range on that thing is like
It's
just
got versatility.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. But I like the sword. I like the power move of the sword, that big circle move, you know.
Yeah, the slam.
Yeah. But no, I mean it is a really cool game. I can't wait to get further in and, you know, unlock some more stuff. It looks like it's a lot like Enter the Gungeon. Like
It really is.
yeah, it really is a lot like it. But yeah, it's confusing because they just give you nothing. Like even where you enter, like even when you go like when you go on a run, like that little spot where you like just leave from, was like it took me forever to find that. I was like, where?
How do I
It's
get out
not
of
even
here?
like a doorway or anything. It's just like this
Same.
little
Absolutely
crappy
same.
staircase like on the side.
Oh,
What
it's
the
more
heck?
like a window. It's almost
Yeah,
like
I
a window. He's like sneaking out to
It
escape.
doesn't look like anything.
It's like the developers were like, "Oh shoot, we have to figure out a way to get them to start."
Oh, that's right. Forgot. That's the point of the game.
Yeah, they
Let's
got to
make that
to
a
leave
challenge
here.
in and of itself.
Just cut out
Yeah.
a spot and just let them go.
You go through these like really cool portals, like 2 of them in a row, and then you're into this room with all your weapons or whatever, and then there's this crappy little staircase to leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was interesting. I don't understand the like when you go through one of like the doorways, like
Mhm.
the item that's on it is is there any reason for the items that are on
Yeah.
there? Like I know you get them in the next room, but like is the map the same every time?
No,
No.
it's
It's
not.
not.
It changes
I didn't think
so.
every single time.
Having
I thought it
2
was-
options is usually you have 2 options, sometimes 1, but they're always varied. You don't get
Yeah, like you go to the room with a key or with the purple gems or whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, after so many runs, you're going to see rooms repeat themselves, but usually the combination of enemies and rooms is rarely going to be exactly the same.
Right, and depending
Early
on
on,
what depending on what you're going for, what kind of run you're going for, are you looking to get like a bunch of health, or do you want to sacrifice health to get a boon? Do you want to sacrifice a boon to get coin? You know,
Get
it's just
power.
It's
I'm
really
not that in depth yet, honestly.
yeah.
I'll say this, Ronnie. Always go for the hammer.
Always.
If you see the hammer, do the
Is
hammer.
it awesome? I actually haven't used it yet.
Dude,
It's,
it'll
It's
change.
expensive. Early on, it's
up-
expensive.
It upgrades your weapon to do different stuff, and sometimes it is
Very
so
good.
overpowered. It's amazing.
Yeah, that is
I think
sweet.
there's one in each biome.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Interesting.
No, once I got the spear, and then I was using like my throw with the what's it called? It like
Your
weakens
special?
them, and it
Your
continually
cast?
it continually weakens them. I don't remember what that.
Like
Thing
Doom
is, but-
or Weak or Hangover. There's a number of them that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hangover. That's what it is.
Yeah, with
So you can just like
Dionysus.
hit somebody with the spear and then like carry on while they're dying. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty handy.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's cool is when you get other boons that didn't like multiply that, and you can talk to someone else who will then they'll spread that hangover throughout like entire crowds of enemies, and
Yeah.
Oh,
it's really
yeah,
cool when you discover that stuff.
I love the Zeus one where you hit an enemy and the lightning goes to another enemy, and that kind of like you hit them are both at the same time, and yeah, you can kill a lot of enemies that way when you multiply that.
That is really sweet. This game is such a time killer, though. Like,
Mhm.
holy moly! Like I started playing after work, and then it was like 8:30.
I was gonna say Pat knows
5
all
minutes
about
later.
that.
I know,
Yeah.
I know all about that. Oh,
I
it's 4
also-
o'clock. Oh, Lucas is getting online in the morning. I need to
Yeah.
go to bed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, your Hades shift was over, and it was my turn.
Yeah, we
how
have to
it
have at
works.
least someone playing Hades at all times.
That's correct.
But that's pretty much all I have. I mean, what do you guys want to talk about?
Man,
Just
that's
got
all I've
something.
been doing. That's all I've been doing. There's nothing else. There is nothing else.
You played
I,
Under the Gungeon, didn't you?
I did play Enter the Gungeon, and
Did you?
Enter the Gungeon was okay for a while, but this game, I mean, like I fell off of Enter the Gungeon.
This is like Enter the Gungeon, like plus Diablo.
Yeah,
You know what I
can see
mean?
that.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of games coming out this past week. There was 12 minutes. I beat that on Thursday, the day it came out. I wanted to complete that. And then the Avengers War for Wakanda came out. I booted it up. And then I was like, you know what? I don't really want to play this right now. So I went back to Hades. I was like, I have not touched it. I want to play that, but I'm really going after that Hades Platinum right now.
Yeah, you are.
40 of the 50 trophies I've gotten. And now it's like these last trophies are going to take forever, like probably another 15 hours before I can actually get those. Because there's a lot of things that you
That's
gotta do.
like 2 days for you.
That's
You'll
like
be
one
fine.
sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But no, I mean, I had 3 birthday parties for my nieces and nephews over the weekend, so it was a
Busy
lot.
one.
Yeah,
Party
it was,
hopping.
Weekend it was gone, well, just
Yeah, for
absolutely
sure.
gone. Especially on Saturday, we had birthday parties back to back, which
Yeah.
was crazy. I have 14 nieces and nephews.
That's
Wow.
it.
And-
That's-
yeah.
Those are rookie numbers.
Got to pump those numbers up.
Yeah, get those
No,
numbers
I
up.
don't want any. I don't want any more.
I don't know
kids.
how
I
that
don't want any
works,
more
pumping
nieces.
those
No
numbers up. You
more.
got to talk to your cousins or brothers and sisters. Is that how does family work?
Yes, brothers and sisters.
Thank you, brothers
How
and
does
sisters.
family work?
Yeah,
I never understood a second cousins. Like, what does that mean?
it's
And
like a cousin
second
once
cousins
removed.
twice removed and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't
So
know
like,
what that is.
if they're your cousin, they're Claire's second cousin,
Okay. And then what's the next level?
third cousin.
You just said second cousin once removed. What does that mean?
Well, it's
Is
like
that in
it's
like
your,
a divorce?
no. Once
you
removed
put
from
them
a
back
like
once
removed,
you've
person.
removed
but
them?
they're no longer removed.
So like Claire's directly related to you, and so your cousin becomes her second cousin, and then when she has a child, maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
Not jumping ahead.
Mhm.
If you need
That'd
a
be the
cheat
third
sheet
cousin.
to figure out your family, that's a problem.
This is really important because I don't know how family works. This is the part of the family that I don't know. I don't understand.
So
There's,
Well, you still haven't answered my question. What is once removed or twice removed?
it's like degrees of separation for Kevin Bacon. Like You like Kevin Bacon was an
I
actor
didn't think it could get
in
more
this.
confusing.
Kevin Bacon is
All of a sudden, Kevin Bacon
co-starred
makes an
with
appearance.
someone in Tremors, and then that person starred in another movie with, I don't know, Keanu Reeves. So Keanu Reeves is once removed from Kevin Bacon. He didn't directly star with Kevin Bacon, but he starred with someone who starred with Kevin Bacon.
But he's not related to him. Is
No.
that how that works?
That's like movie cousins. That's how it works.
You're not
with Kevin
helping
Bacon.
with this.
I'm not really trying to help. It's improv.
He's
I'm
using
just
an analogy
talking.
here. Go with the analogy.
Come on, man. Stick with it. It's improv. I don't
All I
care
heard
what you
was bacon.
understand.
Say though,
All I heard was bacon, and my mouth started salivating.
when
That
I
was
when
the
I
hope.
was growing up, I actually grew up though as my mom's cousins, like as my aunts and uncles. I guess like I was called them like my aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
That's-
like when the whole second cousins thing, like I figured that out later in life what that even meant.
Well, when they're
Nobody
when
even
they're older
really
than
says
you,
that.
yeah, it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
call them a cousin.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of friends like that are like a mom age that I just call mom, like mama, whatever, like
Yeah.
whatever their first name or last name.
Yeah.
Just yeah. So family's all about the heart. So
Right. My friend Chris is Uncle Chris to my kids, even though
Exactly.
he has no relation.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
So he's Uncle Chris once removed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Got it.
correct. See,
Yep.
I knew you get it.
I knew I'd
I knew
catch
you
on.
get it. I
Yeah.
knew you understood. You just-
All right,
being
here it
silly.
comes. Sending it
silly.
to you. Here's the old cheat sheet.
Oh,
Oh,
got
the
some
cheat sheet.
sheets.
Are you
There
gonna post
go.
that on the
Confused me
Discord?
even more.
I can, yeah.
Yeah,
I sure
post it
can.
on the Discord because
Yep. We got
everyone's gonna need to know this.
Everybody needs to know how family works.
Oh my
We
gosh,
can't-
this is like a
We-
whole
we-
flow chart here. My gosh.
They're speaking your language, though, aren't they?
Here we go. So my first cousin's kids are first cousin once removed, and then my cousin's kids are first cousins twice removed.
Yeah.
Where's thrice removed? Where's that?
I mean, I guess if you're
lived that
Methuselah
long.
or someone who's going to live that long, then
Or we just
I
have kids when
guess
we're
we can
all
talk
when
about
we're
it.
all 20 years old. Could happen.
You just got to keep
Yeah.
that streak going.
Yeah.
But there you go. Yes, I will share it on the Discord once we post this
important
episode
stuff.
and everything.
Okay.
So
Yep,
that everybody
sounds
will
good.
be in the know.
great.
There's
So,
gonna be a
Fantastic.
quiz later.
All right, Mark.
so
how about you, buddy? What's
I
up?
will not go into specifics, of course.
Why not? Can you make some up then?
Make it all up.
Depends on once you figure out what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. I guess
Oh,
I'll
okay.
let that happen first.
A little mystery. Okay.
All right.
No, so Spider-Man: No Way Home, the trailer got leaked.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer?
I did
did?
see the trailer.
It was of a phone from TikTok. It was just like Inception. Like, how can you even
because
watch it?
Marvel had gotten on it so quick to pull it that somebody like captured it and had to record it on their phone.
Wow.
And then,
Really?
Yeah, and so by the time, Marvel can't catch up with it anymore. But yes, it did leak. It leaked, I think, late yesterday. It leaked online, but it is a very unfinished version of the trailer.
It
Like,
looks
the
bad.
CG is completely unfinished.
Well, I don't even know if you could. How could you tell? I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched.
Why would somebody
what it
even
was.
leak that?
It looks like it got stolen, either stolen or somebody at Sony decided to be a jerk.
Yeah, there's a lot of jerks out there that likes to spoil things.
But somebody
Yep.
does not have a job anymore.
Probably right.
Yep.
Because the bad thing is the particular video file of the trailer has the particular design or the CG designer, the person who worked on it. It has his name watermarked all over the video.
Oh, no.
Why would you make that risk or
Yeah.
take that risk?
Now, do you think they're like they use somebody else's watermark? Like, do you think that's really theirs, or they're like
It's an
throwing
actual
somebody else
person
under the
who
bus?
works at Sony. So
Yeah,
or was
yeah, worked.
yeah or
used to.
did they
Worked.
used to work at
Yeah, there's
Sony?
no way they still work there.
twice removed from that job.
Yeah, they're like 50th cousins at this point to Sony.
But yeah, you can tell
50
like they're
times removed.
very
Yeah,
unfinished.
they disowned him. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're not a part of the family anymore.
You're dead to me.
I forget who it was. I think it was. Oh gosh.
Kevin Bacon.
No, it was not Kevin Bacon. Although Kevin Bacon's not too far from the MCU, given he is.
Oh, he's connected to everybody. Have you guys ever played that game? You remember that game back in the 90s, 2000s?
I sure have.
The 5 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
6.
That with every actress. Sorry, I'm so old that it used to be 5 degrees, and then they made it 6 degrees.
Yeah, we
as
upgraded.
time went on. We upgraded to 6. Yeah,
Play the hard mode.
I did. Back in my day, it was the 3 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
No, I mean, because Kevin Bacon is in the Fox X-Men universe. He was in First Class.
Oh,
Yes.
what did he play a villain?
He was Sebastian. I forget the guy's
Stan?
last name. Not Sebastian
Shaw?
Stan.
Yeah.
Shaw.
What?
Shaw. Sebastian Shaw. Yeah, he
I
was
knew it
not.
one of-
He
I
was
knew it
not
an
Bucky.
alliteration.
He was not Bucky.
I knew it was an alliteration, though.
Yeah, he was Sebastian Shaw. He was in First Class. He was the villain.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So, and now that Disney owns Fox, although technically spoilers for X-Men First Class, his character dies in the movie. So,
Holy cow. Ruined.
Gave
Thanks
it
a
up.
lot. I
Dang.
wasn't
yeah,
ready
like you
for
were
that.
going to go back and watch it.
I remembered he
fired.
died. It was good times.
But yes, the trailer did leak, and yes, it is very in certain points it's very rough. Like there are particular scenes where everything is in white, where they're going to add things in post production. Yeah, and there are
Like,
certain...
is it before
Sounds
Labor
horrible.
Day? Is that why it's all?
You know
Okay.
you're not
White.
supposed to wear white after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Duh.
So, okay, it's not really a spoiler because you already know he's in the movie.
Kevin Bacon is in the movie?
Yes,
yes,
surprise.
I
It's
knew
not
it.
a spoiler. That's a huge spoiler.
They CG'd him in, and he looks real rough.
I mean, you never know. Everything's white.
His nose looks higher than it normally does.
Ooh,
Yeah.
dang.
But no. So obviously,
How old is Kevin Bacon now?
He's in his 60s. I want
Is
to
he
say.
like in his 60s?
Yeah, late 50s, early 60s.
Oh, so
I'm
he
sure
definitely
somebody's gonna wee wrong us.
he's definitely gonna have a first cousin twice removed.
Yep, more than likely.
Wow.
But no, there's a particular scene with Dr.
63 years old, just so you know.
63.
63. Good call,
Yes.
Marcus.
Ooh.
It's a scene with Doctor Strange, and they're in the Sanctum Sanctorum, and there's a certain area of the Sanctum Sanctorum that it's all white, and it's like everything is gonna be added in post, and so you can tell everything's like pre-CG, and there are like a bunch of scenes where it's like very like 90s computer animated Spider-Man.
Oh,
I
my.
wonder if it's all white and this is like a multiverse, kind of thing. Is
Like
Stay Puft?
a
Is that the Stay Puft
snow
Marshmallow Man?
universe.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
maybe he's a part of it. That would be awesome.
that would be
Well,
amazing.
Like we said last week, we want everything to be connected.
Is it like, was it that Hulk world, or the comic line where Hulk is in charge of the
World War
world?
Hulk.
Yeah, and just do that with Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like, he's just in charge of the world, and there's just a bunch of Stay Puft cousins.
Crossing the streams
and,
here.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
I dig it.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
But
I mean, losers wouldn't watch it.
I won't be surprised if the actual trailer hits at like midnight tonight, because
They're
this
gonna have to work hard if they're gonna take it from where it was to where it is.
I think
needs
it was
to
an
be.
early cut, and they have a finished version of it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because actually there's a thing called CinemaCon going on right now,
Ooh,
and it has heavily been rumored because Sony has a presence there.
what is CinemaCon?
It's basically what it sounds like. It's
Sounds like you're
basically-
saying. I hear Cinnamon Con. Like, it's just like everybody
Cinnabon
gathering.
is the proud
Cinnabon
sponsor
Con.
of CinemaCon.
Oh, that'd be
think Comic
perfect.
Con, but
I would so go
specifically
to that.
for movies. And that's CinemaCon.
Oh,
That's
we
cool.
left that out
That's
of our movie and films. We should have done MAFCT. MAFACT. Oh, that sounds like an educational thing. Never mind. I
The
take that
fact.
back. ACT. Okay, continue.
But yeah, so Sony's presentation is today, or tonight, technically.
Well, they got a couple hours left.
It's Pacific time, so
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, so it's
West
going
Coast.
on right now. So more than likely, if it's not on in the next hour, probably quite possibly after midnight. Like they dropped the Eternals trailer, probably after midnight. They'll probably drop it. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop it, just because, cat's out of the bag now.
The caddy corner is out of the bag.
So, but I think at this point, like, I don't know if they're staying committed to the December 17th release date of the movie or not. As far as I know, they're still staying strong with Shang-Chi. So
Yeah, which is right now at a 92%.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. After 75 critic reviews, 92%.
92%. That's like the Black Panther for
That's insane.
like the Chinese crowd. Like, you know how they really went all in on that area, just like they did with Black Panther. That's awesome. That's so great. I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
That it's got that high of a rating for 75 and it's 92.
Right.
What are the highest Marvel films? Like, that seems really high for.
I don't remember what the highest rated one is.
Yeah.
Fact checking. But what were you going to say about Shang-Chi? They're Mark,
well, basically
Patrick's fact checking.
They're basically full steam ahead. I think the movie comes out September 3rd in theaters. So they're full steam ahead for that. They haven't changed the release date or anything. So we'll see if they keep the December release date for Spider-Man. It's kind of iffy with the Delta variant and everything right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So we'll see, but that's
why
why
Black Panther is number 1 on the list at 96.
Wow.
And then Avengers was 94, or sorry, Endgame was 94, Iron Man 93, Thor Ragnarok 93.
Still
So
92. You're in good company.
swinging for the fences.
That's awesome. That got me. That's got me more hyped than I was before.
So hyped I can't speak.
I can't speak English. Yep.
Speaking of English, you ever I was thinking about this today, and I don't know why I was thinking about this. Like, there's a lot of like prefixes to things that are like not what it is. Like you say inhuman, but you say impossible instead of just unpossible or non-possible. People say people just say like non, un, im, in, just to say something that's not. Like, why?
Which is weird.
Why?
I mean, it depends.
What do you mean? I know it depends, but why is it so different on?
I don't know. It's because we're an amalgamation of so many languages. Like, we couldn't pick just one, so we're like a mongrel language.
Why can't
it was actually like fairly hard for people who have never like spoken English. When you learn it, there's so many different little like avenues and stuff like that don't really make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like pretty much this is how it works every week when you teach English. Okay, guys, let me teach you a rule, and now let me teach you the 50 ways we break this rule.
Now let's
in
break
English.
it. Yeah,
because that's how it works. Every single rule in English is broken. There's not a single rule that's consistent.
There's a bit that Brian Regan does. He's like, it's I before E except after C, and when it sounds like A, like neighbor and way, and you're gonna be wrong no matter what you say.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Good times.
Lucas.
So,
I'm gonna start saying impossible.
That is
not non-possible.
You sound like Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
Speaking of what's impossible, I discovered that I don't know, like ants are really hard to control with a broom when you have over 100 of them in your living room.
You need Ant-Man.
I wish I had 50 ant-men that could destroy them.
You need an assault rifle.
We talked about you guys remember when we did that Animals Gone Wild episode?
Mm-hmm.
We did that too early. I'm about to start part 2.
Animals Gone Wild.
Part
Friday night, we just ordered pizza, and we're just hanging out with the family waiting for the pizza to come, and somebody went to the bathroom and saw that there was like little, I don't know, wood chippings on the ground and on the toilet paper. And we looked at it, and we kind of looked up and saw a little ant go across like the wood trim. So I was like, I'm gonna go get some ant spray and see, kill some of them ants because we don't need those in our house.
Right.
And so I get the ant spray, and I have like 5 sprays left in it. I'm like, well, I guess I can kill the couple ants that are there. So I spray as much as I can. It runs out. I turn the lights out, walk away. We go back. We're watching the TV show or whatever, waiting for the pizza. 15 minutes later, the dog starts freaking out and is grabbing, like biting and pawing at stuff on the floor. We look down, and there's like a dozen ants crawling on our rug, coming towards us. And we look over across the room
Like they were charging you?
to the other side. Ants are falling from the ceiling.
Oh my gosh.
The spray that I had sprayed. So I run up and I see ants crawling on the wall, ants falling into the corner, crawling on our couch, crawling on our rug. And so we go into all hands on deck, and it's like, okay, somebody get a broom. We had extra spray out somewhere. Mindy knew it was out there. I couldn't find it. So
what are you doing with the broom?
Just
smashing them? Or trying to smash them?
I'm trying to control them. They're they're spreading across our living room. And so I tried to form a perimeter.
Crazy.
It's a flood of
And
ants.
I'm like sweeping. And Mindy gets the spray. And so I start spraying the heck out of our bathroom and the heck out of the corner until I can't feel my tongue. And then I'm like, I really need to stop spraying. Yeah, it didn't sound like that, but I literally did have to say, okay, Mindy, I can't feel my tongue. I need to stop spraying and just sweep. We moved all the furniture, got them off. So I had the pretty much the side of the living room that has the most action. And I just I worked for like 45 minutes to an hour sweeping ants into the corner to make sure they didn't escape, while James and Mindy, they were stamping ants and getting ants away from our main living room and our bedroom, because they were eventually, because I sprayed in one corner and they start like migrating to the other side of our living room and then eventually trying to go into our bedroom. And I was like, no, we can't let them in our bedroom. We're not going to be able to sleep, because we're going to be like an hour after going to sleep and we're going to have ants in our pants or all over our face and stuff.
Literally.
So like at this time also, my daughter's like trying to take pictures and film, and we're all like trading the camera around to send to my landlord and pretty much to say, hey, help, we're being infested with ants. And so an hour later, the ants start to slow down. The pizza gets to the house, and pretty much I sweep, I would guess around 300 to 400 ant carcasses into the corner of our living room. And eventually it stops. Like they stop coming out. We stamped a lot of them.
Where's the pizza play into this?
Well,
I saw the picture, by the way.
So the pizza plays into this because, one, we needed nourishment after all that work.
How did you taste anything after that?
I mean,
this pizza tastes fantastic.
This tastes wonderful. What's really ironic is we didn't think about it, but we ordered pizza from a place called Big Ants.
No way.
Formigão. The word for ants is formiga in Portuguese, and formigão was like big ant. And there's a huge ant on the pizza box. So I get downstairs, I'm like, let's eat pizza. And I look at the box and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm done with ants for the rest of my life.
What kind of toppings were on it?
Pepperoni and cheese, and was one of them. And then the other one was half chicken and like a cheese sauce called catupiry. It's kind of like cream cheese, but with the consistency of sour cream. It's a little smoother.
I miss pizza.
And then the other half of that one was like a Canadian bacon and cheese. So, yeah, it was very good once I got the feeling in my tongue. Like, yeah, it's good stuff.
Did you guys eat outside?
That was the fun.
I would have eaten outside. There's no way.
The downstairs was good. There have been some ants that have, showed up and that we've killed, but nothing like what happened. And even since that happened, they stopped coming out. Like we killed what we killed, and then the rest fled the premises. They know who's boss. Good. I'm the captain now. Captain of the ants.
Captain now.
That's right.
After 45 minutes of brooming, you should probably try out for the Brazilian curling team.
I really should. I'd be really good at it. You put some ants on that ice, and I'll be like,
oh man, just be sweeping them up.
So get them. Yeah. So that was like the excitement of the weekend. Now we have professionals. My landlord's like, okay, after having the rats and now having the ants, I'm gonna get professional help and we're gonna take care of this. I'm like, thank you.
You should get a cat.
I mean, yeah, a cat would be good, but I don't know if I can shove the cat into the roof like to kill whatever's up there.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I guess I could.
You can
But-
put them anywhere.
And we have neighborhood cats. They like to come through our property, and our dog likes to bark at them.
That's what they're good
yeah.
for.
So we got the professionals should be coming sometime this week or next week, and so we also did find out that it's possible that what we have in our roof is not rats but bats.
Ooh.
We listened to an audio of bats when they're not flying around, and they sound a lot like rats. And the thing is there's been a lot of things that have happened that or not happened that indicates we don't have rats, because we have put poison and traps all over the property. Nothing has eaten it, messed with it, or anything. And so really the only answer is, okay, these are not rats, because like they're specific to rats and mice and stuff. So we might have
does it sound like
bats.
there's a couple of them or like 100 of them?
Oh,
up there?
there's a good half
like a lot.
dozen to a dozen. Like it's a family. Like they fight. Like
Can
at
you
least
poke your head
once a
up there
week.
and look?
No, there's no crawl space access from the inside the house, which I'm glad of.
Yeah,
in
for
some
sure.
ways, but yeah, so that's going to be taken care of.
I could just imagine
hopefully next week.
putting an ear to your wall, and all you can hear is no 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 no.
Batman.
By the way, just to touch on something, Pat sent us in the WhatsApp. They literally just posted the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. So
Yeah.
It's a good call on their part.
so I will most definitely be watching that after we are done recording.
Mm-hmm.
To
I got
see
some
the-
trailers
for
to watch
realsies
with the
version.
missus. Gonna be watching that the Spider-Man one, and then watch the Eternals one. With
The
with
Eternals
wifey.
one's really good.
Yeah.
It gives a lot more, like, okay, now I'm more on board with this. Not that I wasn't on board, but I'm like, what is this about? And I think
Marvel
this
knows
gives-
what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They've earned some trust here.
Yeah, they
I'd
have.
say so.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mark, I'm gonna put you on the spot right now because I know it's improv. Do we have music that we've missed for the past 3 weeks?
For the past 3 weeks?
Yes. Don't you have? I don't know. Like, do you
It's
have
been
the
3 weeks.
No,
it's
it
only
hadn't
been
been.
2
It hadn't
weeks.
been 3 weeks.
2
No.
weeks? 6?
We
you
only
skipped
missed a
one.
week.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't do it last week.
Okay.
Yep. So, but yes, to answer your question, we do.
All right. Okay. I couldn't remember because I sent you like some messages with my picks, and then I started going through. The wife and I had the conversation of what would you have on yours, and ours are way different.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely different. Like she's got like Cyndi Lauper on there, and like that's not even. I'm like, who's that again?
Are we talking girls just want to have fun?
It's a great
Yes,
song,
the
girl.
girls would have-
Honestly, like it is just a great song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Catchy.
I actually like softer Cyndi Lauper songs better, like Time After Time and True
yeah, that's good.
Colors. Those are good ones.
I was thinking
But
Napoleon
girls just
Dynamite now when I hear that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think
But-
of Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Nice. Nice. So am I going into the music?
That's
now,
your
or-
transition. Yes.
Okay, I didn't
We
know
are
if you were
going
handing that
in
off
it.
completely. Okay. So as we've done in the past, we're gonna each give our pick. I hope you remember what you picked.
Me too.
And then I'll give some little factoids about your song. So who wants to go first?
Are we giving both of ours, and then just do back to back? Are we going around?
Are we only
and
doing
around?
one song?
Yeah, we're
We're
only
only
doing
doing
one.
one.
Oh, we're doing one.
Yeah,
Okay.
only doing one.
I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna say Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Swinging for the fences with that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid
Yes.
pick.
The
So
first time I heard that song was in Wayne's World.
yes,
Sweet.
yeah, in early '90s, Wayne's World directed
Yep.
or not directed, but starring Mike Myers and Dana Carvey.
Swing, swing.
Party on, Wayne.
Scooby Doo ending.
So yeah, written for 1975's album A Night at the Opera, Freddie Mercury had the entire song mapped out in his head prior to recording, unlike other songs where they would typically write while they're in their studio. So he had everything in his mind. The song is
crazy.
Yeah.
The song is basically a 6-minute suite, obviously comprised of different movements, and was one of the few songs to achieve mainstream success outside of what's called progressive rock, where it's not like your typical verse, chorus, bridge,
Yeah.
solo kind of thing. There's like several different movements with different rhythms and different melodic, sequences and things like that. Bands like Rush and Yes and all those bands are very much progressive rock where they don't stick to a formula. And so this was one of the first to kind of really go outside the that little niche and go mainstream.
I remember seeing that. Did you see the Freddie Mercury Queen movie, the biopic? And I don't know if it's true or not, but they showed a scene of Freddie Mercury and Queen. They were just trying to get this song on the radio, and it was like the guy's like, no one's gonna listen to a 6-minute song. Like, get out of here.
Yeah,
it's wild. Like, I'm so glad that they stuck to their guns and said, hey, no, this is it.
They spent 10 to 12 hours a day trying to record this song. Just
a
this
day?
song. Yeah, they had to go over it constantly. And I think they touch on that in Bohemian Rhapsody a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially where, and that's actually true, is like, and now we're going to the opera section. And they're like, the opera section? What?
Yeah.
But they pulled it off.
So good.
So good.
It's classic.
And they trusted Freddie, man.
Yeah, they did. Who's up next?
I'll go.
Lucas.
It's going to be Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis.
Nice. Love me some Oasis.
How does that go again?
So Sally can wait.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know who
Sorry.
Sally is, but
I'm not
I
very
do like to
warmed
sing
up.
about her.
She can wait, though.
Well, Sally is actually
Oh, wait,
not a
she
real
can't
person.
wait.
Oh, she can't?
No, she can't wait.
She can't wait. As she walks on by, or someone else walks on by.
As
I
she's
always
walking
forget.
on by.
Yeah. So lies away. Don't look back in anger.
You heard them
I heard
say?
you say.
Yeah. All right, so recorded for 1996 is What's the Story, parentheses, Morning Glory.
Morning Glory.
It achieved quadruple platinum success in the UK back
Hey-o.
when that was a thing.
Wow.
I don't know how. I don't think there are very many bands that hit that anymore. They may have completely changed up the metric based on digital sales and streams and stuff. But I mean, that was back when that's physical album sales, physical single sales. It achieved quadruple platinum status and was the first of their songs to feature Noel Gallagher on vocals. Normally it is Liam Gallagher on vocals, which they had more and more songs, through the rest of their career that had Noel on it in terms of main vocals. But up until that point, it was mainly Liam. So like Wonderwall, Champagne Supernova, all those songs were all Liam. And he did a great job, which is funny because Noel, after a certain point, like Oasis is notorious for the Gallagher brothers, just constantly being back and forth at each other, being like, always angry with each other and not speaking and things like that. And there was a point where Liam actually like stopped touring with them. Like he's like, no, I'm not going to be there tonight. And Noel would have to sing the whole set. And then Liam would like sit up in the balcony and would be at the concert just watching the show like, what are you doing? What are you doing up there? You're supposed to be with us. And he'd be like heckling like, was it Statler and Waldorf from the from the Muppets. He's like sitting there in the rafters heckling
Yelling
the
at him.
band. Yeah.
Wow, what a troll.
Yeah, and when asked about the character Sally in the song, Noel basically states that Sally isn't based on any particular person, but that the name just simply fit in the song.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. I guess, Ronnie, you are up next.
Mm-hmm.
The song I chose was "Ooh La La" by Faces.
Nice, nice. I wish that I knew what I know now.
Yeah.
So it was written for Face's last studio album of the same title, which is Ooh La La. That's the actual name of the song. It was written in 1973. The lead vocal on the track is of Ronnie Wood. Ronnie Wood being famously in the Rolling Stones. But he was part of Faces at the time. They actually did several versions of this song. One recorded vocal by another member named Ronnie Lang. So 2 Ronnies in the band. And another by Rod Stewart, who was also a part of the band. And he actually recorded his own version of it later and released it.
Check that out. I did not know he did that.
Yeah. But they didn't like Rod or Ronnie Lang's version so they ultimately went with Ronnie Wood's rendition of it, and that's the one that stuck. So, and then finally me, my choice is Reliant K's Deathbed, which is, talk about 6-minute songs. This is an 11-minute song.
Look out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there weren't any like huge factoids that I could find about this particular tune. It was recorded for their album, was it 57 years ago, which they released back in 2007. It's the last track on the album. It's if you listen to the song, it's basically this story about a guy who has dealt with a lot of tragedy and heartache and vices in his life. And it talks about how he comes to know Christ, and he's literally, the song starts out with him, it introduces him, he's on his deathbed, and this is him reminiscing on his, thinking about his life as he is on his deathbed. And obviously in the song he comes to know Christ, and so at the very end there's this big, crescendo transition. And, at the very end, Switchfoot's John Foreman joins the song, and who's another favorite band of mine, which you'll hear more songs from them on this list. But he plays the role of Jesus at the very end. So the whole song is fantastic. I highly recommend it.
He plays the role of Morgan Freeman at the end.
Yes, Morgan Freeman. He's like, I am the way. There's several live recordings of this. Definitely check that out. That they've had John Foreman with them. But yeah, like definitely every time I listen to that song, there's always an emotional reaction from me. So
cool.
Yeah, but that's it.
All right.
Well,
Right.
that's it. There you go. Improv.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da.
Cool.
Should we make
As
any
we live and breathe.
announcements?
No. We're on Twitch.
Ta-da. Ta-da.
Some days. We
Check
do
the
stuff.
show notes. The
We
show notes
stream
have
stuff.
all the links.
show notes got all the clicky stuff. Click it.
Discords,
on there.
Twitters, YouTube,
Rate us.
all that stuff.
Review us. Give us some stars! Exclamation
Yes,
marks.
rate, review, subscribe,
Yeah.
like, comment below, all that stuff.
Next week's going to be awesome because we're going to have Ron Wasserman on. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
come
awesome.
join us.
If you don't know who Ron Wasserman is, he is a children's television composer. Well, he does children's and like not adult, but like normal
Adult.
Whoa.
not that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Big
What's
kid
happening
stuff.
right now?
Big kids.
Yeah.
If you don't know who he is, you're not alone. 'Cause
Yep.
Neither do I.
Basically, he is
He
the
was-
soundtrack to your childhood.
Yeah,
or much of your childhood.
that's pretty cool. Honestly, like I did grow up watching Power Rangers for like a couple of years, so like I used to get pumped as a little kid, man, when the Power Rangers came on.
Yeah, he did the music for Power Rangers for at least the first like 5 or 6 seasons.
He did multiple seasons
Yeah,
for Power Rangers. Yeah.
He co-wrote the X-Men animated series theme. He also did what's that?
I looked him up and I was just trying to find out all the things that he did. And I saw that he did the Power Rangers Zeo theme.
Yep.
And on there it says singer. I'm like, whoa, what did he do the whole song? Like, was that him?
I don't know if it's all
is him just saying Zeo. Or was it? Or was it? I don't know. So,
like I think all of that is him. Like Go Power Rangers, Go Green Ranger, all that is him singing.
Man, that's so awesome.
He did, like I said, he did the music for X-Men the animated series. He did the music for Dragon Ball Z, which
is like all that's iconic.
Yeah, so super excited to have him on.
Yes.
Also, I'm big shout outs for my birthday party stream this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes,
Sunday.
that's right.
Sunday
night.
Sunday.
Be there or don't be there, but please be there.
Be there or watch the VOD.
Yeah, but please be there because we'd love to have you.
Please be excited. Please be there.
Please be excited.
Did you guys know? Okay. Did you guys know that when people say "be there" or "be square," it's because you're not around? How about that?
It's funny.
I didn't know that.
Whoa. Yeah. Mind blown.
A real thing.
Ronnie fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that.
Alrighty then. Patrick, Marcus, and Ronnie J, along with you, our beloved friends, family, and joiners, go get your good morning this week. And may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, and as you game.